This is a Memorial Day like no other. As I look at the innocent people who were killed in the mass Buffalo racial shootings of a couple weeks ago. Buffalo, my people of Buffalo, and all over this land of America. The land where so many people are, the ethnic people, especially black and Latinos, are gunned down on a regular basis with no positive solution in sight. I, Ras Cardo, speak your eulogy and your memorial. This Memorial Day 2022 USA is like no other. For we know that racism and hate permeates is in the fabric of this country called America, that slaughters certain ethnicity of peoples over and over and over again. Listen up, listen. America, how do you plead? This is I memorial message to all black people and Ja people globally. Listen up. Them early days in a trench town when we brethren and sistren and the trench town people did a sit down and I observe both Jamaica and I observe the world. Yeah man, down there in there looking out. And then those of us who were able to travel the world, whether by music and other means, and then look back in and look at the world. We didn't know from a longer time, say, the system set in such a way, really to make sure, say, black people wouldn't achieve nothing much or escape the enslavement. Yeah, remember when we make Bob sing the song Buffalo Soldier? Yeah, if you know your history, then you will know where you're from. So you wouldn't have to ask I and I, who the hell do you think I am? America, a black man. My ancestors were forcefully brought over here. Yes, and we should never expect you to like us and to let us live and to let us rise. We in Trenchtown know that. That's why we put the message in the reggae music. However, we in a Trenchtown from them earlier days, long time, and we did put it in the music, and make Bob Marley carry and Peter Touch carry it forward at the same time. But it come from us because there was a oneness, a togetherness amongst us, and we all camped together and reason over and over and prayer, yeah man, and long suffering. We see things long before most of them happen. So what we're seeing today happening in Jamaica and the rest of the world and all America, don't surprise I and I know. Don't surprise we at all. Those of us who come from them earlier days, it don't surprise us because we know it was set a certain way and we know these things would happen, they would come to pass. This is my memorial message to all black people in America. Listen to the history. Listen to what I'm saying. We saw this coming from a long time ago. We know. So it's a prophecy. Yeah, man. World prophecy reveal. Yeah. So the issues them, we sing about them and we send the teachings to the people. But unfortunately, a lot of people were not even listening. And even most of the people, black people, were born and raised in America, never even have a clue. Because them helped build America, and yet still never know so them was building it against themselves. As a matter of fact, them never ever get a chance to express themselves and to excel in any form and shape, because the system, Babylon, kept them with an invisible strap, with an invisible chain, as we call it. A long time we have seen them things coming up. Yeah, remember, at one part of the song and the music, Bob did say, no chains around my feet, yet I'm still not free. You don't see no chain round my feet now, but me not free. You see what I mean? So we were sending the message to each and every one. Boy, may I tell you, oh, today, oh, we wish the man culture sang about it. We wish we had the wings of a dove so that we could fly away to the hills and be at rest. Oh, that we had wings like a dove. Would we fly? Listen up. Because look what you have even now in America. 2022. This is a few people have come out and really talk about the hate which results from racism. Yeah, man. Few people still attack, but you have a whole heap of them still keep them mouth shut. Like them afraid. Me don't know who them afraid of or what them afraid of. But it's like them afraid. I want you and black people alive that's hearing this message. No say, apart from knowing who hate us, look pon the blacks them we a keep quiet and can't say something. And them nah say nothing. Especially those who have access to the news media. And them a keep quiet. Look pon them and call them out and ask yourself why them no come out and say something. How come them a keep so quiet? Them blacks will keep quiet and them coulda come out and say something, because this is a humanity slaughtering problem. Alright? So why them a keep quiet? Listen further to what me I say. Listen up. Be afraid of Babylon at this time. When Babylon, you know exactly what Babylon has been trying to do, enslave you and kill you. And the thing is, they delight in putting you through the suffering. And they delight in mass shooting you. And even though them are inculcate for them young people. Yeah, man. Train them and get them ready to carry out them devious and evil, nefarious acts against black people, against you. How do you expect them was to like you and give you a chance, knowing say them take you out of Africa, bring you over here, for set you free? No, man, some of you should have seen the light from long time and know, say, you know what? No, man. And that's why we in Jamaica sing, we refuse to be what they wanted us to be. We are. That's the way it's going to be. If you don't know, that's the way it's going to be. We were resilient. We become warriors. And we decide under them conditions, yeah. And and we send the messages in the music so that all of our people would be able to get it and pass it on to others so that we could emancipate ourselves, free ourselves, liberate ourselves from under these sufferings. But this is 2022, and it seems like every time our people march 10 steps forward, them fall back 20 steps backward. I want to know to really understand what our reggae message and music was sending, And this is to all black people. Ras Cardo, I tell you now exactly how we send the message so that you can get it. Remember when Bob say in the music what we organize in a trench town, and him say Babylon system is the vampire sucking the blood of the sufferers, them graduating thieves and murderers to keep slaughtering our people. All right, there is the message. The message, yeah, them building church and university to deceive the people continually. Listen up. But we have to put an end to that because now them are use technology in techno-tyranny for track our movements. Yes, that them a do. I told the world some years ago about the techno-tyrannical society, Babylon's genocidal plan to enslave humanity. See it up now? Yeah, man. Let me first tell the world about that. Yeah, techno-tyrannical society. Babylon's mass genocidal plan to enslave us. Yeah, man. After them plan that, but we know that plan a long time. So, listen, make me tell you some more. Listen. Boy, when you look at Babylon systems globally, I mean, I talk about all over the world, universally. We know that them must fall. The system must fall. Alright? Time will tell. Because most of them think them living in heaven, but it's really hell them are living at. They establish nefarious and clandestine strongholds in every nook and cranny of the society to instigate, inculcate, denigrate, castigate, and annihilate black, poor, white, and black people. Yeah, man. We know from a longer time that they are deceivers, bloodsuckers, rapers, vampires, murderers of our people. They will do anything to get what they want. And yet some of us still trust them. Yeah, man. Some of us still stupid enough to trust them. Check, for instance, alright. Remember when, you grow up with the thinking and teaching and all your head, so people like your doctors, you sort of trust them. Yeah, man. And you have this trust and respect for your doctors because when you're sick, you expect them to help cure your diseases and help you to survive. And then, look what go on now with doctors in the United States. Doctors have become politicians. They have become deceivers. Them a become liars. Them a become bloodsuckers. Them a become murderers. How can you trust them? You see them a lie. You see them a deceive. You see them constantly say things that is not true. How can you trust them? Remember, Culture sing a song about that. Why don't you trust me? Trust me. Whoa, trust. Yet you not trust the Rasta man. Yeah, man. They are deceivers and bloodsuckers, rapers of our people. They lie like there is no tomorrow as they kill, practice evil, causing poor black people grief and sorrow, forcing many black people to steal and borrow, causing so much grief, never offering them any relief. Yeah, man, look upon the health system in America and look upon the health system in other countries. Jamaica, the doctors them can't even get proper supplies to take care of the people them down there. And then in America over here, them can't get certain things either. And if them can't get it, boy, the poor man don't even have a dime for pay feet. All the big pharmaceutical companies, look what them do to black people, poor people, black and white poor people. Can't get it, ghetto people. Can't pay for certain medication, insulin medication, and some cancer medication. Look what going there so. And yet them call doctors caring for sick people. You see what I mean? Yeah, man. So, I have been tracking them for years, long ago. And I track evil in Babylon system. So I know, as well as all of us from them time in a trench town know, how Babylon operate. Them operate by enslaving black people, causing hate and fear and much consternation, trepidation, worry and sufferation. Yeah, man. And that them give to us, That's why we make the music. Don't worry about a thing. For every little thing is gonna be alright. You see me, I tell you, and I show you how the reggae song them relate. Remember when we'd make this song and send it out? A song named Nice Time. Long time. We as black people no have no nice time. Do you, yeah. Think about that. This is a message. This is my memorial message to all black people in America, Africa, Jamaica, and all over the world. Listen up. This is my memorial message 2022. Really, to what I say, and yet a whole lot of people still miss the messages, Babylon always want to know how you think. Then them flush you like they're stinking and disease-infested mouthwash down the bathroom sink. They steal your work, your ideas, then they run it into print in a book, making money in your exploitation. Doing all this cunning and intent, then outlive you, cause you won't live too long. You'll be dead while them continue to be alive and around, sucking more blood from the sufferers. How old do you see most of them live to? What age? And yet young black people of all age groups are slaughtered. Even the innocent children who just born yesterday are slaughtered. Check that out. And now they have abortion this and abortion that. What you think is going to happen? The poor black Latino and poor people, whether them skin white or black, are gonna try to rid themselves of certain stigma that is associated to being pregnant. And they're gonna try, and you know what's gonna happen to them? They're gonna kill off themselves from septic abortions. And let me tell you this, all black and poor people in America. I have seen this in the hospital systems all over America. All right? Yeah, man. I know because I have worked the system. The health care of black people both in Jamaica and America, poor people, have been severely compromised. Yeah, man, severely compromised. I won't have the time now to tell you in the many contrived and cunning ways that I have seen it happen in the health systems of America and even in the prisons of America. I won't even have the time to tell you that and to show you that. So I want to ask you, Jamaica and America, at this time, how do you plead? For there are so many poor and hungry mouths, black people to feed. Many resources abound in America, yet there is still so much need. And yet, the rich folks them use deception and so much greed. Some of those wealthy folks see humans around them. They do not need depopulation and running into space while destroying on earth the poor people in every place. So Jah, I pray thee, speak unto them in thy wrath, and be vexed with them in your sore displeasure. O Jah, how excellent is thy name. You told us to let our moderation be known unto all men. We were careful for nothing, but in prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, we let our request be known to you. We have learned, O Jah, in whatsoever state we are in, to be content in your rest, and under your wings did we trust. We learned how to be abased and abound, in all things to be full, and yet to be hungry. You taught us how to let no man spoil us with false philosophies, doctrines, and deceit. So I ask you, Jamaica, how do you plead? Sometimes, in this fight of good over evil, it would make one feel that there's a tendency for evil to have length of days. For it seems like good always die young. But the sufferings in longevity is something which always mystifies me. It would seem that those who do evil and live evil seem to have longer of days. But I must remember that you told us, let our hearts not be troubled. We must believe in you. Yes, as you believe in us. For in my Father's house you said are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may also be. And whither I go ye know, and the way ye know. So we must be patient and wait, for we know you will return for us to receive us. And to that, O Jah, I pray thee, O God of all creation, to receive the souls of all these people, your people who have been slaughtered in the Babylon system that is America today. O Jah, receive them into the bosom of Abraham. O Jah, I pray thee to comfort their families who are now mourning their loss in grief. O Jah, protect and guide your people and these evil days, these last evil days of the crusade. O Jah, I pray thee.